Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, B.M. Balakrishna. Just I need to tell about myself. Uh, uh, Thanks to Bhatyaji for inviting me here. Uh, I will take just 2 minutes to explain my journey because I worked in a Bangalore for 400 rupees as a car washer. So that's how my career started. Uh, uh, my education, I failed 6 times in a intermediate. So later on, I worked in multiple marketing companies, and finally one day I frustrated with the marketing targets and all. So I decided to resign and start my own company. So like that, with 1 lakh investment, I started a small water purifier company. Today, almost all we our turnover is near about 50 crores, and my intention is uh, to make more entrepreneurs like me. So I picked many people from like LinkedIn, Instagram, somewhere, wherever I got a calls, I need to start a business. I supported them even without taking their Aadhaar card. I supplied 2 crores, 3 crores material. So like that, I generated 30 entrepreneurs till now, and my intention is to at least I need to make it 100 as early as possible. Uh, so I because without investment it is very hard to do business. So I developed a few skills like branding the product. Like that, I made 130 brand names related to water industry, and almost all in that 15 to 20% products are very familiar in water industry. And we received more than 25 to 30 awards national and internationally. So this is how my journey started. I am very happy. Like I worked in the Bangalore for 400 rupees, and today I am here. This is the opportunity given by Mr. Bhatyaji. So this is how my company started, Aquapod, and we are into water purification business. So initially, like before I started business and all, nobody even in my village. It is very nearby here, 80 kilometers. My village. Nobody even in my village recognized me. Today, people ask me like, uh, uh, tell me about yourself. I just tell them like you just Google BM Balakrishna. You'll know more about myself because Google knows more about me. Thanks for the opportunity and thanks for the introduction, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sujita, co-founder of Mega Foundation. I'm here on behalf of Mr. Nimal Raghavan, the Water Warrior of India. I co-founded the organization, Mega Foundation. He is the founder of the organization. Our foundation is based out of Tanjavur in Tamil Nadu. What we do is we restore dead water bodies in rural region of India. So far, we have restored 275 lakes in 14 states of India and in 3 countries, India, Kenya, and Sri Lanka. Even in India, we have worked in the driest places, Ramanathapuram, Bhuj, and in Kenya also, in Kitui, Kenya. Kitui is the place which is the most driest place in Africa. All our projects are super successful in all these 3 regions, not just in 3 regions, almost all the projects are successful. But here, these are the places where there were no water at all. But after our projects, all these places have abundant groundwater. And also we have planted more than 22 lakh plus saplings. And our foundation, we work mostly with the community. So we take help from the community, and also we work on the with the help of the CSR funds, and we implement the projects. So that's it. I'm passing. Thank you. Thank you, Bhatia sir and Tina ma'am, for the opportunity.
Good afternoon. I am BB Singh. I represent NSF. for water sales, and I've been in water industry for almost 20 years now. Started as an engineer in water treatment and wastewater treatment projects. Um NSF is basically a certification body. We certify products from source to tap. It's a public health public health standards and safety organization. It started from University of Michigan's Public Health Engineering Department, and then it became a not-for-profit organization based out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. And we support Indian manufacturers to get international certifications related to public health in water and food industry. Thank you.
Yeah, I think very amazing introductions. I am rapt by the the work, the brief description that the panel has given. So, just to introduce myself, myself Sanjay Gaikwad. I am with Hermex for last 18 years. I was handling the sales and marketing for the large boilers, and for last 2 years, I am heading the zero liquid discharge growth unit, which is primarily a compliance and a sustainability initiative to ensure that we reduce, reuse and recycle water. I mean, it's an honor to have an opportunity to participate and also to moderate this particular session. It's a very important session which is on saving the water and reducing the waste. I mean, so it's a great opportunity to have panelists like this and to moderate this session. I would like to share a point that, we often feel that saving water and reducing waste are two different topics or two different issues. If you ask my purview or my opinion on this is these two are very deeply interlinked. Okay? Our ability to reduce, reuse and recycle water reflects how well we handle the waste. If we do the waste management properly, we will be able to conserve and save water. So that's one very important point. And also, water is the most scarce and yet the most ignored natural resource. So, what do we answer for the generations to come? I think that's a point which we all should ponder about. And I think industries, be it industrial, commercial, urban, in all these sectors, a lot of work is going on to have the recycle for the water and also to reduce waste. Many companies are working on that. So I would just request the panelists to share their work. All of them are doing phenomenal work in terms of water conservation and reducing the waste. If you ask me, it's a collective responsibility. We cannot blame industries or the urbanization at the pace which it is going. Just to share with you a few of the examples, there have been phenomenal work. There have been societies which are being built up with lakes which will be using a sewage treated water, and it will be of that purity that even peacocks, birds, animals can survive in that water. So we are heading towards a next level of sustainability wherein it's a circular economy. Anything and everything that we use has to be recycled and has to be put back into the use, because we are living on a planet which has got finite resources. I think it's a responsibility of all of us collectively to work towards it. So I would just urge you to share some of your work that you have been doing, primarily on the reverse osmosis, how the wastewater is being treated and how you are, in what percentage or how the industry, for the industrial use primarily, it has been put back to use. So, in brief, if you can share your work on
that. Actually, water is I can say in this way, like water is a treasure which we need to give for future generation, and we need to handle it in such a kind minimizing the waste as much as possible. As you told, like ZLD industries, like many industries, they will consume the water and they are not worried about the discharge of that chemical waste and all. So if government can take some stringent actions, so that will be helpful for the future generation. because in earlier days, like our olden days, people used to drink the well water and all. Because of this industrial pollution, nowadays the TDS, what we are getting is very much high, and the chemicals, what we are getting in water is very dangerous. So most of the people, even like RO water is also like an addiction nowadays. And my small request to everyone here, and also a small suggestion, please check your water purifiers. This is not I'm telling in a very business point of view, but it's an health point of view. Please, because of the TDS meter which you can get in a market for 100, 200 rupees, check your TDS. Many people think that the water what they are consuming, the lesser TDS is good of taste and all. But my advice is something like, even if you drink 150 TDS, that is also good. But don't drink like a 20, 30 TDS. For us, anyway, what the people are, I am seeing here, 30 plus, for us it is okay, because we may have 50% of life. But the kids, what 20, 30 TDS they are drinking, in future they may get some health issues like organ damages, something like that. So at least minimum you can maintain 100 TDS. When our customers come to me, they will ask like, I need to change the membrane. I was never bothered about the sale. Just I will try to understand the customer. I will ask, what is the reason you are changing the membrane? They will tell, sir, I am getting a TDS of 80. People are not accepting it. I will try to convince them. You as much as possible, you try to tell to the customers, drink that 80, 100 TDS. He will say, no sir, people are very curious about taste, and also they want the lesser TDS like 20, which is very harmful to health. Many of the cases, I lost my business by I educated the people. So even today for my office, I'll carry my own water to office, because I don't know the water what the other side I am getting the TDS. It is like 15, 20. At least government has initiated something like mineral water companies should maintain minimum 75 and above. Now they are maintaining around 80 and all. The TDS means total dissolved solids. Yeah. So this is about my small suggestion. Yeah. Now one more thing, madam. I have seen your Nirmal Raghavan sir work in LinkedIn. It's really amazing, because even many places, even the government is not that much proactive. I have seen the before and after photos. It is not a small pond or small well, very, very big lakes and all. It is truly, I was very shocking whenever I see, how can these private people so passionately doing this work. I'm very happy, and whenever I see your post, I just comment something positive on that. Thank you for making our world better. Thank you.
So that's actually the work is possible only because we effectively manage the resources, whatever the resources were available. So coming to the point of saving water or reducing waste, we can save water only when the water is available. Now, the current situation of India is we are in a water stress situation. That is, we have only, our per capita water availability is only 1480 cubic meter per person, it is available. So we are in water stress situation. We will be soon moving into water scarce situation within 5-6 years. So, what we all usually do to save water is, people give a lot of suggestions on, taking a shorter shower or not keeping the tap open for a long time. What we miss seeing is the broader picture. That is the groundwater availability in your region, or how you effectively manage the surface water. And most of the people, what they do, they very easily throw plastics on the drain or on the lake areas. even that prevents the groundwater recharge. So, save water hereafter, I request everybody to look at it from a very broader picture of what water bodies are there in your local region. And also you all have to trace back what is the source of the water that you are receiving at your households. Like, where is this water coming from? So that is very important. So we easily get it on the tap, but we don't trace back from where this water is coming to us and how effectively is the water bodies being managed. What is the quality of the water in that particular water body? And also what we usually do is, see, though we are taking small steps, as I said, we are reducing the usage of water. But the thing is, we usually have the idea that only government have control over water bodies. Only government have the responsibility to restore or to maintain the water bodies. That is not at all the case. Whenever there is a water body in your local area, if it is not clean, or if you see some water hyacinths in it, or if you see some sort of green color on it, you can very well approach. A lot of NGOs are there. There are not just one or two. I can tell you there are thousands of NGOs working on water bodies. And you can also directly go and tell your panchayat, or even if it is Delhi municipal or wherever, you can easily lodge a complaint that the water is not as per the quality, and you can, it's very easy to restore. But usually the society or the community has given an image that restoring a water body requires crores of amount. As sir stated, how you are managing, where does the funds come from, or where do you source all these resources. So our thing is, if a private person or the government, the person who takes tender quotes to restore a water body for 1 crore, we restore the same lake of the same size within 10 to 15 lakhs. How do we do it? Just effectively managing our resources. That's the only thing. So whatever resources, so for us, those are the resources which we have. But for business people like you, what you can do is you can join us as a CSR partner, and you can restore lakes. And it is not at all that costly. That's what I want to iterate. One corporate can, effectively restore. I think the previous year, I don't want to go, just one particular corporate have restored more than 25 lakes in our region, which is in total up to 1,000 acres. So that much each corporate can do. And though individual responsibility is essential, community or the entire community has to come together to save our water bodies. Thank you.
So on this topic, I'll refer Dr. Banerjee's quotes. He made a few quotes from Rig Veda, and I don't I cannot say those words directly, but what he mentioned was like the attitude, our attitude towards nature, and our truthfulness towards nature. So a few years ago, Cape Town had a water scarcity issue, and it was like zero water for the whole town, and water was being rationed there. Everybody was given water, like a bucket of water for a week or something. So something of that sort was going on. So at that time, if some, they have called me to talk about how to save water. If I am not doing at my home, how can I teach that? So during that time, when I read about Cape Town, that people are given water, like that situation can happen in Delhi or in Bangalore or in Chennai. So I rationed myself that I have to bathe with half a bucket of water. So I stopped those showers and all in my home, and I started doing that. So that is like your truthfulness, how you save water at home. So it's everybody's job to save water. If there is a tap which is leaking at your home, it's your responsibility to save those drops which are even falling from that tap. And also it's, Sir has talked about TDS and all, and that, yes, that is very true. A few years ago, National Green Tribunal they had given a ruling that if your TDS is 500, it's drinkable water. Even same, that is what WHO says. That initially when the RO companies, domestic RO companies, they came to business, they promoted TDS as an impurity. Whereas TDS is not an impurity. TDS is just indication that how many minerals or what is the quantity of minerals dissolved in that. So up to 500, so we don't know if it's just calcium and magnesium or if it's any heavy metal like arsenic or something. So first thing is that we have to check with our municipality what is the TDS and what is the ingredients of that TDS. Based on that, the selection of water purifiers at home has to be done. And NGT says if the TDS of the water which is coming to your house is up to 500 ppm, then there is no need to use an RO at home. So there was a lobby was there which appealed against that, but still NGT maintained that if it is 500 TDS, it's good for that. And the efficiency of the machines which we have at home is about 30% or less than 30%. That means 70% of the water is being wasted. So that is the micro level of that, though there are studies that it's not the major water is being used by agriculture. The water at home is very small fraction of the whole water which is being used. But still, even if it is like 10%, we can save that 10%. It's going to add to our groundwater resource or anywhere. So we have to be very careful what we are using. So we have to be truthful to ourselves as well, that we are using the right machines when required, and the way we are using our water, it has to be we should plan that in a way that it's the worst case scenario, because we have to prepare ourselves that worst case scenario might be just 10 years or 20 years ahead, and we have to face that. There is no, I think we cannot save ourselves from reaching to that level, the kind of the way population is increasing, the way the lifestyle is changing, the water usage is increasing with that. So these are my 2 cents on this topic.
So I think very good insights. So in the interest of time, I would just like to share my 2 bits and then we can have a few questions. So as we had highlighted about the government's enforcement or compliance, for the zero liquid discharge. So I think there are strict enforcements already in place and they are like non-negotiable. I fully accept that it's not a very clean picture at the moment, but organizations and industries, even urban sectors are taking steps to ensure that they comply to the ZLD norms, and it is going to become the talk of the town. Second thing, I think you are making good reverse osmosis equipments which are purifying the water, and the reject has to be treated.
Yeah, no, sir. Actually, as Mr. Singh told, TDS is the main concern.
Absolutely.
See, people are thinking for example, if you are using 100 liters raw water, you are getting 20 to 25 liters mineral water. So 75% again you are putting on the air. Nowadays, beyond that, some high costly alkaline filters came. So they are using that mineral water as a raw water. So when you want to get that water, so again you are wasting 30, 40%, 50%. So getting that high quality water, what people are thinking that 10 liters, 15 liters, they are wasting around 80, 85 liters. So even in my condition, what I am doing I am making systems for 70% recovery. So
Yeah,
I am trying to convince the customer by increasing your 20% initial cost, you can make maximum recovery. So 30% you can waste it.
Yeah, I think there are very advanced recovery systems already in place, with an RO, we can aim for 95% plus recovery because I am with Thermex. So there are equipments and systems wherein the enhanced recoveries are possible. So your point is well taken, but there is a lot of advancement which is going on in terms of filtration and purification systems. Ma'am, your point is very valid. I think all the corporates as a part of their CSR initiative should look forward to recharging the aquifers, giving rebirth to lakes. All these things are something which all of us have to do collectively. We cannot stay isolated and keep pointing fingers at the world that people don't use water judiciously. It's something which has to get into the blood, and everybody has to contribute to do that. Coming to your point, I think NSF is doing phenomenal work in terms of certification and all that stuff. And your point, it starts from yourself. So leading by an example is something which all of us have to do. And the only way to ensure we have suffice water is to reduce, reuse, recharge and recycle. I think ma'am had shared 57% of India is already in red zone. We are not away from scarcity, ma'am. We are already in deep trouble. 57% of India is already in red zone. And if you see the world water stress map, the pictures will scare you. There are some parts of world where there is enough of water which is not required. But then some parts of world are really struggling. If you take Australia for that matter, whole of Australia is red. If you go to parts of North America, Africa, situation is precarious. And India already touched 57%. So if we keep on using water and use it non-judiciously, keep generating waste.
Consciously using water.
So all of this has to be done very, very thoughtfully. And I think the whole of industry, academia, urban, even the agriculturists have realized the importance of water. So people are going to drip irrigation. So I think in the interest of time, we have clocked 22 minutes. So we can have a few questions before we conclude. Or maybe if you want, we can connect during the lunch because I think we are already exceeded the time. Okay. Thank you.